What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about something that's been on my mind for quite a while, quite some time. Yes, it has. And that is influencers and the majority of them having podcasts. Yes. It seems like every single person hopped on a bandwagon to make a podcast. Anyone, Hawk whoever goes viral, whoever's got a platform, they seem to want to make a podcast. And good for them, you know? With your power, with your influence, go ahead and make a podcast. Doesn't seem bad. It seems like a good idea. But now everyone is doing the same thing. Everybody's recycling the same ideas. And I just get sick of seeing podcasts on everyone's bio. I never even see clips of their podcast either. Never even watch an episode. Like, does anybody even watch their podcast? It doesn't seem interesting at all. The only podcast that I actually enjoy is like Joe Rogan's podcast is pretty good. There's actually some podcasts that are pretty really like decent over there, you know? Sean Ryan, Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn. You got some people with some really good stuff. The Church, Joey Diaz, some really solid podcasts. But then you got these random viral influencers. I don't even know who they are. They seem sex driven, crazy motherfuckers that got this podcast, and it's all of them have a podcast now. This Hawk girl has a freaking podcast. Can we discuss that? How a girl got popular from, saying she'll spit on like some dingleberry, you know what I'm talking about? That she'll spit on it. How is that even a thing, even a reference of how you get popular? That's like that shows you the current state of social media and what it's demanding. It's demanding stuff to make us horny, to make us degenerate, to make us stupid, and half of these people that are in that market that got famous because of something stupid have a podcast now. And who even watches that? Really, who even watches that shit? No one's interested in you. No one's interested in your podcast. I don't even know if they're getting views on the podcast. But do I care? No. But I actually really do care because it sucks. I hate seeing all these podcasts. Like, man, I do care. I'll tell you why. I wanted to make a podcast. I wanted to start talking, doing a podcast, doing my own thing, discussing topics, interesting stuff like Joe Rogan, talking about bears, talking about grizzly, talking about alligators, whatever you want to talk about, something cool, random, all over the place. But it seems like everybody has now made a podcast that it doesn't even seem like a good idea anymore. It doesn't even seem cool or anything. It's just like, yeah, everybody's got a fucking podcast. It's fucking lame. Yeah, but I'm not done there. There's still a lot more to discuss and talk about. And one of the things I want to talk about is original ideas. Where did the original ideas go? Well, to an extent, on the platforms, YouTube, any social media platform, there is original ideas. People have original ideas. They do them. It's amazing. I love seeing those videos. They're great. But then you got like 90% of the people, even more, doing the same trend, doing the same thing over and over again, doing basically the same videos that other people are doing. I mean, it's just what happens, you know. People copy each other when someone is successful and they copy them and it works. You copy someone, it works. China copies our jet, China copies our weapons, they copy our phone and it works, you know? It works. So why would you do an original idea if that's 10 times harder? I completely understand. I'm with it. It's amazing. But what happened to the glory days of YouTube? What happened to YouTube actually being cool? Having these top YouTubers like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, these guys that were on top of the game, revolutionizing gameplay videos, whatever they were doing, original content, original ideas. These videos lasted for quite a bit, I may add too. Because you want to know something? Now YouTube videos are very short. And the most successful thing are YouTube shorts because our attention span is nothing. We can't sit and watch a 30-minute video unless you watch like a stream. Like I love watching like sometimes hour-long videos. I got into that, grab some popcorn to be like a movie. I like long videos, you know? And I believe there's people out there that like long videos too. But with this TikTok and YouTube Shorts, our attention span has just become like a lot shorter. It's definitely been affected. But yeah, if you guys have any input, please let me know. Let me know if you want me to react, to see anything, put things in my videos. I can put images, clips, whatever you want, anything you want me to talk about, you want to hear about, just let me know in the comments and I will do that for sure. But yeah, I guess we talked about the podcast. Like everybody has a podcast now, and it's just getting too out of hand. Everybody's copying each other. The podcast is an issue because that was a pretty good idea, you know? These guys came out with the podcast. They got immensely successful doing a podcast, by the way. And then everybody saw that success and like, you know what, I'll make a podcast too. And that was a good idea until 90% of the people had that same idea. And now there's way too many podcasts. Only watch Joe Rogan. Let's watch a clip of Joe Rogan right now, as a matter of fact. If you stayed this long in the video, you deserve it.
Eating a banana and putting a banana in a blender is two different things. I did not know that. One day I said, let me put a banana in this motherfucker just to see it. I'm like, damn, this is delicious. I'm onto something. I gained weight that week. I didn't know what it was.
From the banana?
When you blend a banana, it's 8 points.
What?
When you eat a banana, it's ugats.
What? It's 0
How's
points?
that for you? Because when you eat fruit and when you drink fruit, it's two different things. That's why all these fat people, when you see them going, I don't eat breakfast, I drink a smoothie. You're killing yourself. I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. I'm not trying to be cute here.
Okay.
I lost my eyesight when I stopped doing coke. Because when I was doing coke, my eyesight was on point, Chad. I could see a light from fucking 2 miles away. That light's green. We got to make it. Once I stopped doing coke, my eyesight went right into the fucking shit.
They're having so few children in Japan that in 3 generations, they could be in real trouble.
What the f*** it got to do with me? I don't give a f*** about this. What the f*** is wrong with you, Joe?
As you saw there, some of my favorite premium selection of Joe Rogan clips from his podcast. Actually good podcast. One of the first podcasts to, I guess, pop up. And then everybody started doing podcasts. But you know what? Those are some good clips. Joey Diaz gives Joe Rogan a reality check. What's that got to do with me? Don't give a fuck about that Japs. Okay, that was a little too out of hand. We do not condone any racism in this channel. But as you can see, it's an actual good podcast, unlike a lot of those that are out there.